Alright, I'm gonna watch this crime video. This shit is an hour, so I'll probably it's probably the last thing I do. Cause I didn't want to stream that long, cause I ain't gonna lie, I don't feel good still. What? 200 bottles of barbecue sauce for free? Bro, what? Okay, how police capture Colorado's smartest killer. I'm not gonna lie, a killer should not be smarter than the police, bro. Like, it's definitely something that they did wrong this whole time.
This is the mother of 43-year-old Crystal Krug. In a few seconds, she's going to find Crystal's lifeless body inside this very garage.
Hello? I need to stay out, please.
And this is Daniel Krug, the man who killed her. He's heading in for another normal workday, just minutes after leaving his wife's lifeless body hidden in the garage of their own home.
Oh shit. Holy fuck.
For the last 4 months, this man has been engineering the most calculated homicide plot Colorado has ever seen, creating fake identities, manipulating Crystal's children, and setting up the perfect scapegoat to take the blame. He believes his plan is bulletproof, that police will spend weeks chasing a ghost, and eventually arrest someone else for the murder he committed.
My type of videos. Come on now.
Nearly perfect detective work,
you see
his plan works exactly the way he intended.
My husband said there was a dude who's been stalking her and threatened to kidnap her. Oh my god, this can't be true.
He came in here to buy it after the streamer did it. Buy. You see what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna lie, no ironic. Oh, we got some tension in here. No killer should be smarter than the police. Like, under no circumstance. Why are you letting the criminals win? Why are you letting them win against y'all? Y'all supposed to be the smartest people.
Crystal, how's your injury?
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. Talk to Detective Mike, kind of have an idea what's going on.
Yes.
This is Crystal Krug, months before her murder. She lives here with her husband, Daniel Krug, and their 3 children.
Oh,
both Crystal
KG
and her
been needing you for a while, Dre. I'm not gonna lie.
Seem to have built a comfortable life together with their kids. But behind closed doors, something dark is happening that will destroy this beautiful family. All because Crystal's been dealing with a stalker obsessed with her, sending her constant threats and claiming to watch her every move.
That's definitely her husband, bro. That's definitely her husband. Find a third and get on. Find a third and get on what?
This officer is here to check her car for GPS trackers or anything that could explain how this stalker keeps finding her.
Tell me though, for it
the stalker is much closer
like
than
how
anyone could have imagined.
Oh, nothing? Okay.
You can see like it's a little bit dirty, so I can see blood marks, but like my street looks like this all the time. There's no one out there. Like, I know the normal cars.
Yeah.
So I don't know where he's following from.
Okay.
I can only assume a tracker.
Nothing jumps out at
They
me.
talk about 2K. Yuck.
Yuck!
The officer continues searching the vehicle top to bottom, but finds nothing suspicious. So before leaving, he offers Crystal a few safety recommendations and reassures her that they'll keep looking into her case. No.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. We could be talking about Skate. You never know. So are you talking about Skate? Like what? I'm not gonna lie. If I ever came forth towards the police, what am I saying? What is the police? If I ever came towards the police and I told them, hey, there's somebody stalking me, and all they tell me, oh yeah, just make sure that you close your doors, you lock your doors at night, lock your car doors, make sure, you know, you keep looking at your surroundings and all. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I would dead ass just punch that officer in the face just so I can go to jail. Because at least I'll be protected. At least I'll be protected in the jail cell from this fucking stupid ass stalker. Like, what are you talking about? And then turns out this person dies a couple months later. And all you said, yeah, make sure you lock your doors. Make sure that you carry around some mace if you can. Like, what? That's your recommendation? This lady just died?
Along in the course of the investigation,
Exactly, like it's just that
Broomfield
easy.
Police receive another call, this time from Crystal's husband, Daniel, reporting a break-in at his home. An officer is dispatched to check things out. Unknowingly...
No, I fully, like, I don't care. If a killer gets away for so long, or if a crime goes so long without being solved, I don't care what anybody thinks. It's the police's fault. It's the police's fault. Because there's no way, or the detectives, whatever, there's no way that you are allowing the criminals to be smarter than you. Like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? And I know people, like, try to cover up, you know, crimes. But no matter what, people are always going to leave something behind. There's always going to be a trace. There will always be a trace. The only way that people could be getting off is if they have really good fucking lawyers. There's no way. Snitch? What do you mean snitch? But you can't really fully cover that. Exactly. You cannot fully cover up a crime, because at the end of the day, even if you get rid of everything, your alibi will not ever add up. It would never add up. And even if you get people to cover for you, you know what I'm saying? You put other people in your crime, and now they're accomplices. So accomplices, whatever. Especially with what we have today, exactly. Like it's impossible, literally.
This encounter will be the start of one of the most calculated murders the United States has ever seen.
And for you to do all this and then you still get caught at the end of this, like, come on, bro.
Hey, how's it going?
You suck.
Yeah, definitely. I'm Officer Chauncey.
I'm Dan.
Nice to meet you.
Johnson, nice to meet you. So, as I pulled in, I saw someone run out, jump over my gate, and take off that way.
Got it.
I didn't think to call you until my wife got home recently, and we realized the spare key that we keep in the garage isn't there.
Okay.
According to Daniel, the only thing that's gone is their spare house key. If someone stole that, it means they aren't done and might have plans to come back at some point. The officer advises Daniel to change their locks immediately, while police look into who this intruder might be. What no one realizes tonight is that this is no random incident. It's the opening move in a plan that's been forming for months. And this break-in is just step one. 9 days after Daniel reports the break-in, his wife Crystal wakes up to another uneasy morning. For weeks now, she's been receiving strange, anonymous messages and a growing sense that someone out there has an eye on her. Until now, none of it had a name attached, but a faceless presence that kept getting closer. But today, that changes. As Crystal gets the kids ready for school, makes her morning coffee, and heads out for work, her phone buzzes. She glances at the screen and sees a name she hasn't thought about in more than 20 years. Jack Anthony Holland, a man she dated briefly as a teenager. The message is short, crude, completely out of nowhere. Hi, Crystal. It's Anthony. Hope it's okay I looked you up. I go to Boulder every few weeks and thought we could hook up. You game? At first, she didn't think much.
Who texts somebody that? You game? Oh my god. Even, like, whoever it is, her husband, or if it was this nigga, like, y'all suck.
Much of it.
At
The
spitting
two
game.
last spoke years ago, and even then he was harmless. So she ignores it and moves on. But the next day, everything changes. Are you there? You should say yes when I offer pity. Whatever. I saw your pics. You got fat. You should...
Hey, you game? Like, what? What does that even mean? Wait, why do they keep saying I saw your pics? She a P-star? What's going on? Oh, just like regular pictures. Okay, like they're saying it as if like she got some shit out there, you know? Yeah, but like they're saying that like, you got picked. I saw your pics. Like I'm like, hold on, okay, my bad.
Herself. Saw you at the dentist today. Your license plate expired. Gotta fix that.
What? No, that's creepy, bro. That's creepy. Your license plate is expired. You gotta fix that. Yo, nah, bro.
Suddenly, Crystal's fear becomes reality, and she begins living with the terrifying possibility that she's being watched. And now, she's certain Anthony is the one who's been harassing her for weeks. She becomes hypervigilant, installs cameras around the home, dash cams in her car, and starts carrying a concealed handgun everywhere she goes.
Oh, she on that. Oh, she's on that. She's on that. She's about to blow Anthony to smithereens, but Lord knows that it was her funky ass husband that was behind the shit. How you know that and I don't? No, imagine not even knowing that your tags expired. He gotta put her up on game. Yeah, your tags is expired. You gotta fix that.
Late October, Crystal's barely sleeping.
Turkey to switch? Did you not just hear what he
installs
said?
cameras around the home, dash cams in her car, and starts carrying a concealed handgun everywhere
She
she
was on
goes.
that.
By late October, Crystal's barely sleeping. She keeps a spreadsheet of her stalker log, documenting every message she gets. Then, almost a month later, a new email from Anthony confirms her worst fears. This your husband? Drives like slow old lady. He needs to drive safe. The email comes with an attached photo showing her husband Daniel at his workplace. Now the stalker isn't just targeting Crystal. He's coming after her family. Crystal realizes she can't handle this alone, so she hires a private investigator to track down Anthony's address.
But we're over here watching a video of this lady who got murdered by her husband, and this motherfucker comes in my chat throwing ass. Emote looking like Mouse. And we're trying to grieve this dead lady. Come on, bro.
In digital history. Then, on Halloween night, she calls the police.
So, how can I help you tonight? What's going on?
Yeah, so I have an ex from a very long time ago who has occasionally found me on social media, and it's never been an issue until this month. So this month, I have received numerous text messages, and then today I got...
Wait, it wasn't a stray necessarily, it was just not like acknowledging, you know, the thickness.
This month, I have received numerous text messages, and then today I got an email that is very threatening, and it escalated to the point that he took a recent picture of my husband.
Okay, so I'm just looking at this as my eyes. This picture looks way too close for somebody to have took this and he didn't know. I'm just keeping it a buck. Nobody's getting this close to me under any circumstance taking a picture like this of me, and I don't know. Mind you, this don't even, like, I see like this is a car. This doesn't look like they're inside the car either. They don't look like they're inside the car. It looks like he got this shit on a tripod sitting next to somebody else's car and he took the shit. Nobody is doing that. No, for real. But even then, it's like you would have to be outside because it doesn't even look like they're sitting in the car because you would see the glass on the window. This is from the outside. So either somebody was just this close to you and you just didn't know, and they got the phone like literally like this in your face, or you took the shit. It looked like he took the shit.
At his work location, so the stalking is getting a little too aggressive at this point in time.
Okay.
So my last contact with this individual was 5 years ago, where I told him I was happily married. I had no interest in what he kept contacting me. He kind of blew things up and then blocked me. I blocked him, haven't heard from him since.
After explaining everything
There's
to
no
the
way you didn't
officer,
feel
she
somebody looking at
documents
literally.
each detail and
You
forwards
definitely
the case
feel
to
when
the
somebody's
department's
there,
investigative
and
unit.
even then, like
Within
I'm
hours, the file
making
lands
sure.
on the desk of Detective Andrew Martinez.
That was 20 years. No, they dated 20 years ago, but he last contacted her 5 years prior. Because he keep texting her trying to hook up with her and stuff like that. So he texts her 5 years prior. But they dated 20 years ago.
He's an investigator who's worked some of Broomfield's toughest cases, including abductions and violent crimes. Martinez schedules a formal meeting with Crystal for the following week, hoping to get a clearer picture of what exactly is happening and who this Anthony really is. When she sits down with Martinez, the situation has already escalated far beyond what Crystal first reported.
So, I mean, like, he saw, like, full pictures of my family, of my kids. Like, I locked down my protocol real fast after this, because it was pretty alarming, right? Where he's like, we're meant to be together, and my family loves that we're talking. And I'm like, whoa, you think that we're, like, in a relationship? So I shut it down real hard. I said, this is really creepy for me. You need to stop. And he got, like, real emotional, and then blocked me. I'm like, good. And I blocked him, and I'm like, and then I shut down Facebook entirely. The one development that I have, I did get the full-blown report from the PI. Problem, and you'll see this in this report, there are tons of phone numbers associated with him. There are tons of addresses. He moves everywhere and between like 3 different states.
As Crystal walks the detective through her evidence, 2 details immediately stand.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, she sounds smarter than the fucking detectives. Holy shit, she should have been able to solve her own case from the casket, from the dead. She could have solved this shit.
Out. First, her stalker isn't just texting her from random numbers. He's using multiple phone lines and different digital identities, finding ways to reach her even after she changes her information. Whoever this is, they're persistent, resourceful, and frighteningly determined. Second, her ex-boyfriend, Anthony Holland, is tied to several addresses and multiple phone numbers. Whether it's instability or an attempt to stay off the grid, it convinces Martinez that Crystal is dealing with someone who either doesn't want to be found or someone who's planning something far worse. With all
better
of
get
this
a switch
in mind,
and light him up.
Martinez
She has
wraps
one.
the interview with Crystal and begins the digital side of the investigation. He sends warrants to service providers, requesting phone records, email logs, and account information to track down the stalker. Unfortunately for Martinez, these companies will make a mistake that will soon prove deadly. While waiting for the digital evidence to come back, Martinez decides to follow up on something else. The garage break-in Daniel reported back in September when a stranger supposedly stole their spare house key. He brings Daniel in for a formal interview, wanting to know whether he's noticed anyone following him, but instead of clarifying things, Martinez is about to learn something far more unsettling about the Krug household. But before we get to that, 2025 pretty filthy link, but something troubling about the couple's marriage.
And I guess at what point did she tell you that he recontacted her this last time?
It was either November 1st or November 2nd. It was after she had gotten a picture of me at work that she brought me up to speed on that.
Gotcha, okay. And the first contact that he initially made with her was back on October 2nd. I guess why that month gap, do you think, before she told you?
I'm sure she has mentioned to you that she and I are going through a rough patch, kind of on the rocks. So probably didn't seem that pressing until it was.
Sure. And she didn't mention that to me, that you guys were having a rough time currently. Are you guys in the process of separating, getting divorced, or working through things?
To be determined. My brother Matthew is a cop, so I have a retractable asp steel baton.
Yeah.
As I said, not right now, but otherwise it's on me all the time. I sleep with it next to me. I've bought some additional security cameras for the house. So what am I doing? I'm panicking. And I'm doing a shit job of protecting my wife. So I'm not doing good.
Yeah, I can see that. So, with that being, I know that Chris Steele, we put her car on a lift on Tuesday afternoon to see if there's any sort of GPS tracking or anything like that. We couldn't find anything on the car. If Anthony is watching you guys, it's going to be in person from a distance or nearby or however. So that poses an interesting issue in of itself.
From Daniel's reactions, it's clear the stalking is taking a toll on him too. His wife is terrified, his family feels haunted, and he's struggling to understand how any of this is happening. Detective Martinez wraps up the interview, but something Daniel said lingers in the back of his mind. He revealed that he didn't know about the stalking for almost a month, not until Crystal finally showed him the email with the photo taken outside his workplace. So Martinez decides to look deeper into the family dynamic.
Right, like
and
you know what I'm
he
saying?
Finds is concerning. He learns that the couple have been going through a rough patch recently. Nothing hostile or dangerous, but they were trying to work things out, doing what they believed was best for their kids and holding their family together.
Right, but my whole thing is, why, like, even if that was the case, why would she go that long without telling her husband? Because they said, like, she didn't tell the police either until, what's good, Trey? She didn't tell the police either until he sent the picture. But you should have already been reporting this, like, until they got that. It shouldn't have gotten that far. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck if I gotta call y'all every single day. I gotta go to the police station every single day. Every time I get a text message, I'm calling. I'm texting. I don't get no. Somebody. I'm getting in contact with somebody. Oh shit. Okay. Now I gotta wait till niggas got the ads. What's good, Trey? How's it going? Let me drink some more water. I bought some cinnamon rolls at the grocery store. I think I'm gonna make me a cinnamon roll. I gotta build this up. Six ads is crazy. I'm telling y'all, bro, they taxing for the Christmas season. Okay, out of ads, alright, bet.
The best they could. With how much the stalker seems to know about their lives, Martinez briefly wonders if someone inside the home might be manipulating the situation.
Yeah,
For
with
a
it.
moment, he even considers the possibility that Daniel might be messing with his wife as some twisted way of trying to fix their marriage. But that idea is quickly dismissed. There is no evidence backing any of it, and all signs still point to Anthony. Not to mention, Crystal herself is fully convinced her ex is behind the stalking campaign. Throughout November, the harassment continues to escalate with more messages and threats. Crystal continues documenting everything and constantly monitors her cameras. By early December, she finally receives a message that gives her the smallest breath of air. Hey, gorgeous. I can't visit you anymore. No more Colorado time. My girlfriend doesn't want us talking without her. She says you'll let the cops get me after you get rid of him. For the first time in weeks, Crystal and her family feel a brief sense of relief. It sounds like Anthony is backing off, maybe even leaving the state. But in reality, this is just the stalker's final move to make them drop their guard before he strikes.
Oh, I would never drop my guard. I don't give no fucks. I don't give no fucks. I'm always gonna be clutching that hip. I wouldn't even go outside no more at this point. I'd just be in the house like this. I'll be in the house straight like this. all day. You go to work, come back home, straight like this whole time. Ain't going nowhere.
The day starts like every other day.
Got that
Daniel
motherfucker
leaves
ready,
for
cock
work
back
while
already.
Crystal heads out to drop the kids off at school. During those minutes, someone approaches the front door, tapes over the Ring doorbell camera, and slips inside the house. Minutes later, Crystal drives back home, pulls into the garage, and steps out of the car. She has no idea someone is waiting for her inside, and the moment she closes the car door, he attacks. The stalker strikes Crystal in the head, stabs her, and leaves her bleeding on the floor. After months of plotting, this is the moment he'd been waiting for. Later that morning, Daniel tries calling Crystal from his office, but she doesn't answer or respond to texts. Hours pass, and there's still...
I think it's cause, like, I don't know, I guess maybe if you are against the wall and you just hit a little one of these just over the wall, I guess. I don't know. That was too smooth though. He must have been practicing that. He had to have practiced that a couple times, because that was way too smooth. How he just taped the camera, you know? You my number one on my recap. I guess I like it here. But you gotta be seen walking up. Maybe he came up from the side though, is what I'm saying. Like you see, because he might have jumped over like the porch. He might have jumped over the porch and he was standing against the wall on the side that the camera is on and hit a little one of these and smacked it on the shit like that. But I'm saying he did that shit way too smooth though.
While Crystal heads out, tapes over the Ring doorbell.
You know what I'm saying? He did that shit way too smooth, bro. He had to have been practicing that. That or... Nah, because they say he left. Because I was going to say that or he was already in the house. He came back. He was already in the house and did it from like the inside. I don't know. He did that shit too smooth.
Waiting for. Later that morning, Daniel tries calling Crystal from his office, but she doesn't answer or respond to texts. Hours pass, and there's still no sign of her, so Daniel finally decides to call police.
Springfield Dispatcher's meeting.
Hi there. My name is Dan Krug. I don't think this is an emergency, but this feels really weird.
Okay.
My wife isn't responding to text messages or phone calls.
Okay.
We've had threats against us. We have both been targeted by a stalker.
Okay.
Threats have been made against my life.
Okay.
And threatening to like kidnap her, which is why I'm nervous that she's not answering me.
Within minutes of Daniel's call, an officer is dispatched to the Krug residence to check on Crystal. At the same time, Daniel also calls Crystal's mother, asking her to go.
He starts off by saying, I don't think this is an emergency. As you just said, oh, my wife isn't responding to my calls. Like, and we've had a stalker. Like, oh my goodness.
Check on her daughter, sending her straight into the worst moment of her life. While she makes her way there, the officer reaches the house first.
Hello.
Oh, I'm their neighbor, and they called me. Like, can you go see if she'll answer the...
Oh, yeah, he sent us as well, so.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't.
Just next door?
Okay, look.
Well.
Okay. He could have jumped over the... You see what I'm saying? He could have. But what I'm thinking, though, is... Because he could have been behind that little wall right there. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? He could have been behind that little wall. He put the tape over it. I don't know. Because I don't know if my theory of him being in the door would make sense. It could. It could make sense, because then they wouldn't think nothing of him being in the door. But if I'm their neighbor and I see him peeking over the side, trying to put a piece of tape on the Ring camera, I think that's a little weird. I don't know. They gotta explain this.
I'm like, I don't.
Just next door? Okay.
All right, well, you got this.
Alrighty, man. Appreciate it.
Wait, can I see what the tape look like? Okay, he taped the shit out of that camera too. Bro, he did this while his children are at school, though. Like, oh my god. Nobody across the street. Bro, right? Please, somebody. He probably got... They probably do, but then he probably got on all black or some bullshit.
The house looks quiet, and the officer doesn't notice anything wrong from the outside. But before he clears the call and drives off, something nags at him. So he brings his patrol car a little closer to check the garage, where he's about to uncover a tragic, horrifying sight.
Nigga whistling. For real. I can't even whistle now.
Oh.
You could have parked a little closer.
As the officer leans in for a closer look, he spots a body lying on the floor, motionless, with blood smeared across the wall.
He like, holy shit, let me stop whistling.
151, send medical, and 110, I need a 4-centric. I got a female down in the garage.
Damn! You could have did that this whole time? I ain't gonna lie, anybody could have did that. If your door opens that easily, one kick, anybody could have did that, bro. You're not safe. You're not safe. You're not safe.
Broomfield Police! Broomfield Police!
Them shitty ass locks. What's good, Fro?
Oh shit. Holy shit.
The officer steps into the garage to find Crystal with what looks like a severe head injury, so he immediately begins performing CPR, working on her for several moments with no success before opening the garage door to give medics access. But instead of paramedics, someone else soon arrives.
It's right there.
Garage is open.
They got the two car garage.
Hello?
Hello, ma'am. I need you to stay out, please.
Okay.
Tragically, as the garage door is lifted to get medics in, Crystal's mother catches a brief glimpse inside, just long enough to see an officer performing CPR on her daughter. Before she can process what she's seeing, another officer quickly arrives to shield her from this nightmare.
Bam! I need you to come over here for a minute, okay? So we can work. I understand. I need you to come on over here, okay?
Okay.
I know. Do me a favor, go and sit inside so we can work on her, okay? So we can try to get her the help, okay? What's your name?
Linda.
Linda?
Yeah.
Okay. My name's Officer Zamora, okay? I'll come out here and I'll give you some news as soon as I can.
Please tell me she's okay.
I have no idea just yet, but I know that they're working on her. The officer in there has been working CPR on her, and I think she's doing okay,
My
okay?
husband called.
He did. He's the one that called us and let us know, okay? Go ahead, take a seat for a minute. I'll be right back here, okay?
I need to tag out, man. She's got a head wound. I don't know if it's from falling or something else, but probably falling, but I don't know, man. It's a good one.
It's a good one.
Stalker, threatening to kidnap her, so I don't know.
It's the sad ass music they playing over it too that's like making it worse.
Decent head wound.
Where we have more room and patient.
While medics continue working on Crystal inside the garage, an officer stands outside reassuring
Damn,
a
she tall as
distressed woman
shit.
who's just arrived, unaware that this is Crystal's mother. She's shaken and terrified by the horrors she witnessed inside the garage. Linda would later learn that none of this was random, and finding her daughter like this was always part of a twisted plan. Back inside the garage, medics keep working, still trying to revive Crystal, not yet aware of the fatal wound hidden beneath her clothing.
Guys, you see anything other than a fall type of wound?
What's that? Gash on the chest.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's a stab wound. That's ready. Damn it. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. Do you have any idea how old? The dispatch could tell us. The husband called in to check on her. I don't know right now, but dispatch should have it.
So we have a visible stab wound, you guys?
Yes.
Right above her heart. And then we are asystolic.
Yes.
Yep. Jermaine, are you good with this, or are you?
How recent is this trauma? Because if this is
Husband said he couldn't reach her for
transport.
We don't know if it's within 10 minutes, man.
Okay, then, yeah.
Husband has not been able to reach her by any means for a few hours. Stab wound to the chest. Let Henry know that.
Medics work for only a few minutes before realizing there's nothing more they can do. Beside Crystal's body, tucked inside her purse, the officer notices a handgun she never even had time to reach for. With the immediate area secure, officers spread out throughout the house, searching every room for the attacker, but no one is inside. And as officers step outside the home, they start noticing small details that don't line up with an impulsive crime.
Yeah, I don't know the backstory. Husband said there was
Because he at work.
A dude who's been stalking her and threatened to kidnap her. And Martinez was involved, and Martinez just said, hey, this is a big old... I don't know, dude. I don't know the history on that part. Martinez does, though, and he said he's coming in. So, other than that, we're just kind of scared.
Man, if Martinez need about $500 docked from his next paycheck, just off of the fact that you've been on this case, and... Yeah.
You know? See what they need.
In a demotion.
I kicked that, yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. That is very interesting. Almost like dude might
no check for a week, literally.
And...
Send me 20 bands. What are you talking about?
That's how we got in.
You know what, dude? You know what? I don't know. I kicked it and it went pretty easy. So I'm going to say no deadbolt.
It wasn't deadbolted, it was just handle was locked.
I saw her, came around, booted it.
Officers quickly confirmed the door was unlocked, and a strip of blue tape had been placed over the Ring doorbell camera.
Okay, so the door was unlocked. So, obviously, like, we know that he's trying to make it seem like, okay, the stalker had the key to get in, came in, and put the tape on the door and came in. But could it be the case that, I don't fucking know, like, he was just already in the house?
Whoever did this clearly planned it and came prepared.
No check for 80-something days, because that's how long it took for him to kill her, literally.
Each of them unknowowingly walking into the worst moment of their lives.
No, exactly. What, 84 days?
Prepared to deliver the news. No
if he had the key, he would have niggas changed the locks.
I don't know anything just yet, ma'am. I don't know anything just yet. Are you...
Oh, yeah, we gotta figure out if they actually changed the locks or not.
Family friend?
Family friend from down the street. Because we house there. We asked her to come knock on the door.
Okay. Is her husband almost here?
Is he? Is she gone?
We want to give you guys all the information all together. Okay. We don't want to have to repeat the information over and over for you guys to continue anything. So.
He said he was on. What did he do to her? They won't say. They won't say.
Like if somebody said that they got you an extra key, you tell me you would change the locks. The same day I'm changing the locks. Same day I'm changing the locks.
Who's in charge of the doctor? We'd like to know what happened.
Absolutely, and as soon as someone frees up who can tell you, I'll send them your way, okay?
Our son's on his way.
Is this your daughter, sir, or your daughter-in-law?
Those are my daughters.
This is your daughter, and so her brother's on his way.
Yeah.
With Crystal's father and brother now at the scene, the weight of what's happened settles over the family.
What happened? I was doing something.
The only person missing is Crystal's
husband, just keep watching.
Daniel, the man who feared he wouldn't be able to protect her for weeks. Now he's on his way to find out those
that beautiful neighborhood. I know everybody looking out their window right now being nosy.
Detectives arrive at the scene and begin coordinating their next steps to hunt down whoever did this. Little do they know, the killer they're looking for
is right under their nose, bro.
Much closer than they think.
So I pulled my car around to the garage just to see if her car was in the garage. And I immediately saw her at the base of the stairs, blood smear on the wall. And I came around and booted the front door. It turns out it wasn't locked. There's also a piece of masking tape over the ring camera, almost like somebody approached from the side and taped it.
Yep.
And then maybe she opened the door for somebody. First thing I noticed was an obvious head wound. They noticed after tearing the shirt and everything off, she had a good stab wound right there. So that's what we got. Husband should be here any minute.
Okay, so I need another detective up here to start working with canvassing. I need you to stay here, and Martinez is coming here, so he'll be good with that. I want you and Martinez to work on
No,
this.
she got fucking dropped.
And then
Immediately, she didn't get the reach for the blick.
Here's the thing. Well, we got to be careful of it. We have to be careful. We don't know. Anybody that's here is still suspect, so we need to be sure that we stay focused on that.
No, she's not. She's not dumb. She's not dumb.
Plans to interview Crystal's
She's not dumb by far. The police is the problem here. She was doing everything that she could have done to protect herself, and the police failed her. She literally had every log. She reported the shit. She did everything that she could have done. Like, there was nothing else that she could have done to protect herself, bro. 80 days, and this lady still died. Like, it's the police fault. I don't care.
It's been Daniel.
She got a gun. Got the cameras, installed the cameras. Like, she did everything that she could have did.
He arrives
there was
on
nothing
scene,
else that she could have done.
Conversation short.
If somebody in your house and they're like planning to drop you, it's like you coming into the comfort of your own home. I'm not coming into my house with my guard up. You know what I'm saying? Nope. I'm not coming into my house thinking that I'm about to get fucking cooked. I'm coming into my house thinking that this is a safe place. So if she come in that motherfucker and she got her guard down and a motherfucker drop her, that's not her fault.
And right away, he makes it clear to everyone that he's nothing more than a devastated victim, overwhelmed by what's happened to his wife.
Okay, I need you to stay back, sir. I understand. I need you to stay back here. Family's over here. Family's over here.
Oh my God. We don't know yet. Keep watching. You asking me questions. We all watching together.
Questions right now. Fortunately, we don't have a lot of answers for you. But I know what you want to do right now, but we can have
Oh my God.
Leave me over there.
At this time, officers have no reason to suspect Daniel of anything, so they treat him with care as he goes through this traumatic moment. But beneath that devastation lies a cold, heartless man, because Daniel knows exactly what happened inside that garage, and Daniel is the killer himself.
He practiced that shit.
Every tear and shaking breath is part of his act, one he will continue selling to police and Crystal's family, standing just a few feet away.
Right, he practiced this shit.
I was the person who attacked her. Let them know about. And they're going to talk to her. They're not going to say nobody says anything. They're just going to tell her that. We're not going to tell her. We don't tell. This is a family matter. We're just going to figure out a reunification. Just make sure that transportation.
As this tragedy unfolds, Crystal's mother embraces Daniel, trying to comfort him, having no idea the man she's holding is the one who murdered her daughter. Unfortunately for officers, the hardest part of the job still isn't over, As the family grieves outside the home, a detective is sent to the school to pick up Crystal's children, who still
my
have
gosh.
no idea what happened to their mother.
How old are her
When the detective finds
kids?
Crystal's eldest daughter, she's already shaken. She's been watching the live camera feed on her phone and saw an...
Oh my god. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so what was going on in my mind when he was at the detective station or whatever? I don't know if like this is where he was trying to get at, but when he was talking about they were going through a rough patch, immediately in my mind I was like, oh, she might be cheating. I don't know. She was ducking and dodging the stalker, but they were talking about going through a rough patch, and I'm like, I don't know, like maybe somebody having some infidelity. Maybe it's like some but because what could possibly make you want to off your wife? He talking about some, I can't tell you, like it's to be determined if we're gonna get a divorce or not. That's a big word for Elmo. What's a big word? I wouldn't think cheating. I would probably say money issues or something. I don't know. Money issues. Cause I feel like it'd be on some like you jealous, like jealousy type thing. Infidelity. Infidelity is cheating. Cause you know how people get with money. I understand that part. I get it. But I don't think it would be money. Like, I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. I hope she wasn't cheating. Or maybe he was cheating and he wanted to off her so he could go be with the other woman.
Enough to know
the other woman.
But what she tells the detective next is what truly alarms her. Her mother's stalker.
Or he was cheating and she's fucking with it. You see, we on the same wavelength, bro. I literally just said the same thing.
Has been hinting at something far darker recently, and he might have deadly plans for the rest of the family.
My phone notified me of my house cameras going off. There was police at my house. And an ambulance, and there was a stretcher. I couldn't get myself to see who was on the stretcher, so I call my mom and dad. My dad picks up and he's crying.
Get off!
They're probably about 7 minutes away. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, something happened. Okay, that's why you're here. Okay,
You know what's going on?
I do, but I can't. I'm not gonna tell you. Okay, because we're still actively investigating what's going on out there.
It was good, C5.
So I don't want to give you wrong information. That's the last thing I want to do. Okay. What has been going on at home?
Are we about to find out?
So this dude has been threatening my mom, stalking her,
Okay.
taking photos of my dad, saying that he's going to kill him.
Who do we know who this person is?
One of her ex. I don't know his name.
Like an ex-boyfriend or?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they broke up a while ago. They ended it as friends. So this has all come to a really big shock to her. And then so he's been contacting her from different numbers, sending pictures of my dad, saying he's gonna kill them. He hasn't mentioned anything about me and my siblings yet, which is good. He's like, he posted something to a website trying to recruit guys to like help him with whatever plan he's doing. And then he's like,
how did you guys learn about that?
He's been contacting my mom through all of this. So my mom has contacted the police, and she has like a whole bunch of people on the case. But the thing is, he's making it sound like she's helping him, and she's not. And so,
helping him like try to kill your dad?
Yeah. And so like we're afraid that the police are gonna turn on us.
Okay.
And so she's been trying to protect herself.
What Crystal's daughter reveals isn't just alarming, it's sickening. Because this so-called stalker isn't just threatening the family, he's twisting the narrative inside their home. He's making it look like Crystal was secretly working with him to kill Daniel, manipulating the kids into believing their own mother is dangerous while positioning Daniel as the helpless target who needs protection. To the kids, their mother starts to look untrustworthy. To detectives, Daniel starts to look like a victim, and to the stalker, everything is going exactly according to plan.
Yeah, but why try to set up the ex
level of premeditation
so that he can get the blame off of him?
A man willing to use anyone, even his
so
own
the ex
children.
do play a role or no?
The detective
That's what I'm
logs
trying to
this
figure
information
out.
and
Like, is the
coordinates with
ex
Crystal's
actually
sister-in-law,
really
Kate, to
contacting
get the
her,
children safely
or
out of
is
the
it
school.
Daniel playing the ex?
Back at the crime scene, detectives continue their work. They canvass the neighborhood.
No, I know the ex is a real person. I'm just trying to figure out if the ex is actually contacting her, or is it Daniel pretending to be the ex? Because she never said that he called her. It was only text messages and emails. I'm just saying, hold on now.
With neighbors and begin collecting every CCTV clip they can find.
Yeah, because
to
why would they show the
reconstruct
picture for no
killer's
reason?
movements. By this point, there's
Yeah.
enough evidence tying Crystal's ex-boyfriend Anthony to months of harassment, allowing police to obtain a nationwide arrest
But I feel
warrant.
like only because they're name dropping him is why, like, they have the picture. Like, they're name dropping him. They're saying, like, oh, like, this is obviously the ex, whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? Well, regardless, the ex still, nationwide. Yeah, getting a nationwide warrant. You got a warrant in every state. They did say he'd be moving to like 3 different states, so they don't know where the fuck he at. But that's what's making me feel like I don't know. We're gonna
For
find
stalking.
out. Yeah, we only 30 minutes
Departments
in.
across the country are notified to be on the lookout for him. Additionally, with a homicide on their hands and a killer on the loose, investigators can escalate the case and issue exigent circumstance warrants to service providers to finally speed up the digital data they've been waiting on. If Martinez received those files weeks earlier, things might have been very different. In the meantime, Daniel, along with the rest of the family, is taken to the police station for formal interviews. At this stage, it's standard procedure, and investigators are simply looking to collect statements. But
You
about
got
2
apartments
hours
across the
later,
country.
when detectives
They
finally
don't
sit
know
down
why
with
he moves so
Daniel,
much.
his routine interview will begin to take a very different turn.
So, your home security system, you access that through your personal phone? Google Nest. It's Google Nest. Okay.
Hi. This fixing me.
Okay.
Just push a home.
Okay. So I have your permission to operate this phone and get what we need?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many different cameras do you have?
4. Doorbell. Side of the house.
Okay, that's the side of the house. Now that's the side of the house he would have climbed up if he was if what we said me and you Heaven was true.
Driveway.
The driveway we see now and the back door. Okay.
Doorbell a couple years. The others all since September. We had an intruder. I called the police. He came when we had a garage intruder.
A month after Daniel
that's a
reported
big-ass
the garage
house.
intruder back in September is when the stalking first began. And by then, the couple had already
I know he
installed
didn't wear
multiple
gloves. He
cameras
looked
around the
dumb.
house, plus their Ring doorbell. But even
It
with
gotta be
all that
something somewhere.
security and after police
I'ma stop yelling. All
confirmed
this
they
shit
had
ain't saying,
no
though.
GPS trackers on their cars,
No, we need
the
to yell at this
stalkers
nigga
still found
Daniel.
a way to follow them, sending Crystal a photo of Daniel walking into work and texting her about seeing her at the dentist. So as the detective
And telling her her
scans through
fucking
the
tax
surveillance
expired.
footage to understand the timeline, he notices something strange that catches Daniel off guard.
So when do your cameras go off? Do you ever have them set to turn off?
24/7.
Okay.
They don't turn off.
It do. Like, his hairline is so fucking cooked. It's literally the McDonald's sign, but like more squished. You know what I'm saying?
Internet or or in the app, you can turn them off.
And who has the ability to turn off the cameras? Who has the ability to go in the app and turn these off?
Christine, me, and
God, it's all right. It's all right, Dan.
Home shows all four.
Oh,
And
perfect.
Home. I can settings.
Okay. Oh,
just us.
Just yes. Okay.
The detective's question here isn't by chance. It's prompted by something peculiar he noticed on the surveillance app. All of the home's cameras shut off at 8:15 a.m. and they stay off until 10:15.
Stupid. Stupid. Just stupid. Just stupid. It's always something. It's always something. You gave him, and you literally gave him the phone. You know what I'm saying? Stupid.
10 a.m. Only the camera pointed outside the garage remains active during that
because he walked up to the damn shit and he put the goddamn shit over the shit and he went in the house and he stabbed the shit out of his fucking wife and then walked back out of the shit, and then when he fucking left the shit, he turned the goddamn shit cameras back on at 10:15 when he was back at work. That's the fuck he
2-hour
did.
window. This instantly narrows the murder time frame to those
So
2
are we
hours.
helping him hide the case, guys?
Then,
Just asking.
Martinez
No.
finally arrives at the interview room. He's the lead detective who's been handling Crystal's stalking case for months, and now that case has become something far worse. He sits down with her devastated husband, feeling the weight of the loss they both couldn't prevent. They didn't save
Probably
Crystal.
just so he
They
could like
couldn't
get back
protect
at
her.
work and like
Now
get
they're
situated,
here,
you know?
mourning her loss, trying to piece together what happened.
He looked like he did it.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. I'm sorry I didn't answer. I actually wasn't in today.
As Daniel breaks down, something catches Martinez's attention. Daniel is crying, but there are no tears. The detective finds it strange and more than a little concerning, wanting to...
And that's why he was on the pavement like that, with his face in the grass, because he wasn't really crying. He was sitting up there pretending. Don't nobody sit there and cry and put their face in the grass like that. The fuck out of here. She was staged.
Probe deeper. Martinez asks for a moment alone with Daniel to see what's really going on beneath the surface. And the moment he starts...
his ass up. You're going
to jail.
You're going to jail.
He's asking questions. Things
Should
get
I practice
heated
my crying?
fast.
Got it.
I know you
Fuck
said
that. Check the work cams. No, for real. I'm trying to... We gotta question the people that's at his workplace. Because nobody saw him leave at approximately 8:15.
There was somebody else.
That nigga never left the house. That nigga never went to work. That nigga was at the crib the whole time. He oh my God. That nigga never left. He never left. Because you gotta think about it, right? If he goes to, like, okay, if she died between 8:15 and 9:15, right? I mean, not 9:15, 8:15 and 10:15. What time he had to go to work before she dropped the kids off at school. So he left before she dropped the kids off at school. So that was probably 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock ish. He left. She leaves to drop the kids off at school. Kids gotta be at school at 8. She come back around 8:15, 8:30. Pull up in the garage. As soon as she come back in the garage, she gets clapped. That nigga ain't go to work. He left the house, pulled up around the block, came back in the crib, was sitting in that bitch till she came back, clapped her, did whatever he had to do, and left. That nigga wasn't at the fucking job, bro. Bro, he couldn't. Bro, if this man pulls up to work for 30 minutes just to leave to come back home to kill his wife and come back, too dedicated, bro. He's too dedicated. He too dedicated, bro. He too dedicated, bro. Are we cracking the case before they do? Only because she's been pausing. Alright, bro.
Why do you keep asking? I'm just trying to put everything together to kind of get a bigger picture, because you said that she's been acting kind of weird lately and, you know, being very secretive and withholding of information for you. So I'm just trying to understand, I guess, so we can backtrack what she's been doing this past month.
Martinez's question here is telling of what he's thinking. He's not ruling out Daniel as a possible suspect. After all, the couple were going through a separation period, and this is meant to probe whether jealousy or something else could have played a role in Crystal's death. Sensing the tension in Daniel's response, the detective decides not to press any further. But as they step out for a quick break, Daniel says something that makes it obvious he struck a nerve.
I've seen enough movies. It's always the husband. I get it.
After detectives collect the initial information from Daniel, his children finally arrive at the police department. They still don't know what happened to their mother, only that something is very...
Bro, I'm sitting here thinking that they kids is like younger. They kids is old enough to understand what's going on, and that's what's really the scariest part about this whole situation.
Wrong. Daniel is notified of their arrival and given a choice. Should he be the one to tell them, or leave it to officers and Crystal's family? Instead
Always
of
the
letting
husband.
someone
Well,
else
it was
deliver
the
news,
husband, and it is the
Daniel
husband. Still is
insists
the
on
husband.
telling them himself. A decision that appears compassionate on the surface, but underneath, it's a way for him to control the narrative and shape how his children see him, even in a moment of tragedy.
Bro, again? Ads again? Y'all. Ads again? Hold on, wait. Let me check my ads, bro. I know. Oh my god, wait. What? My ads are the same. Why are they giving y'all so many ads? Y'all never got this many. I'm telling you, bro. Bro, I'm telling y'all.
Get better.
June all in my ear. Thank you for that follow.
You were my number one. You were my number one.
What? That's so funny.
Wait, this is stream. Hold on.
Oh wow. Period.
What the fuck? Yeah, that's funny as shit.
Now we were both each other's number one.
You were my number one, and bro, there was something else too.
Oh, let me give that to the video. Heaven's out. Bro, Heaven, I don't know why my ads are still like what they usually were. I don't know. I genuinely just think because it's December, they're being a little too like penny pinching, bro. They trying to get all the pennies that they can out of y'all. Cause y'all have never got ads that much. Y'all literally just had ads 10 minutes ago.
Following only that something is very,
But they were
very
short.
wrong.
Oh, okay.
Daniel is notified of their arrivals and Crystal's family.
Okay.
Instead of letting someone else deliver the news, Daniel insists on telling them himself. A decision that appears compassionate on the surface, but
30 second
underneath,
ads. That's
it's
not
a
short
way
at
for
all.
him to control the narrative and shape how his children see him, even in a moment of tragedy. Following this, investigators sit down with Crystal's family to begin their interviews, and this is where
Linda, Lars Sr., Lars Jr. Fuck out of here with these names, bro.
things start to take a concerning turn. Up until now, the case seems straightforward. Crystal has a stalker, her ex-boyfriend Anthony. That stalker killed her. Find Anthony, and you find Crystal's killer. But once detectives start speaking to Crystal's parents, brother, and sister-in-law, things become far more complicated. And what they learn next will force them to reconsider everything they think they know about Crystal, her marriage, and even her stalker.
Right.
So you're understanding, I guess, of their...
The people who really are crying, right? Because they care, and they didn't do it.
It's an ex-boyfriend from when she was 18 years old.
Okay, gotcha. Can you think of any, I guess, recent, has he reached out to you? Have you seen any...
No, he's never contacted me. I know yesterday told me that he had messaged her again 2 days ago or so. Let her know that he was ready to come back, and so she can go ahead and off her husband now. Make it look a little like she was in.
Strapped up in my Gucci slides with the fur in them. Hop before Giannis on the truck just to swerve in them. Hit him 7 times with a K, broke a nerve in them. Military issue bullets came with a curve.
Thank you for that, Ray. I appreciate you so much. I don't even think I have mods here to shout out, bro. But niggas is stupid as fuck, bro. Like, I gotta go back because I kind of like locked out for a second because of that raid. All I heard was real in my ear.
I guess recent, has he reached out to you? Have you seen any...
No, he's never contacted me.
Right, I'm saying, like, I gotta get back locked in. We got a new place with lots of room. We like 3 ways. Trash your husband and come. You know how to get me when he dead. Okay. Right, like what? What does this even mean? So, like, we like 3 ways. What does this mean?
Let her know that he was ready to come back, and so she can go ahead and off her husband now. Make it look a little like she was in on this whole deal with killing her husband, I guess.
Wow. Oh, his girlfriend?
Anything doesn't feel right, doesn't seem right.
The ex-girlfriend.
Something that, I don't know. You just
Yes, that's what the that's what the quote stalker texted Crystal.
Christine was like very concerned and worried about this guy, and I just always felt like it was like there was something weird about it, like, but I can't put my finger on it. It just, I feel like she had said that it was like this Anthony guy, that it seemed very different than past behavior in him, like that he was never sexual in the past, and that these were like their...
You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bruh. That obviously just made me think that it was the husband, of course. Like, it was not the boyfriend.
And so I think even at one point she was like questioning whether it was actually him.
I don't know if you necessarily know anything more about that, but they just also just kind of mentioned you guys are kind of close, and just see if maybe some sort of insight on that at all.
Insight on their marriage?
Or just, was there issues going on? Were they having problems?
She wasn't giving out butt.
She had shared with me that they
I'd hope not.
had separated.
Okay.
But we're still living together a year ago. And
boom, there you go. There you go right there. There you go. Case closed. He did it. Bye. No, nothing else. We don't need no further evidence. No proof. We don't need to find this Anthony guy. We don't need to do anything else. He done already lied. They were separated, and it was some whatever reason why they were separated. Boom, he did it. I don't care.
And
I had asked her if she, over text, if she had, if she believed that it was Anthony. But she didn't believe, at the time that I was asking her, that it was anybody but Anthony. She was fully convinced that it was Anthony. Okay. My mom has always been, like, suspicious, and I just, like, don't know where that comes from. Okay.
Can you elaborate on that? Like, suspicious how, or...
My mom?
Yeah.
Suspicious. I don't know, because she... It's like the difficulty finding Anthony. Like, why is it so hard to find Anthony? Why can't there, you know...
Imagine Anthony's dead, like, or in jail.
It's her IP.
Sammy, what's good, Sammy? How you doing? Niggas was thinking it was the husband already. I'm saying, the family already solved the case before the police did, clearly.
So my mom had that frustration, and so I think...
How's it going, Sammy? I'm not gonna lie.
Towards, like,
you are my number 2 on my recap.
Like, oh, maybe it's the husband, or maybe
come on out. I want a cinnamon roll so bad. I bought some at the store today.
I don't know. Dan just seems so incapable of doing something like that to me. Why do you say that? Just...
Wait, what did he say?
Pete, why is it so... It's like the difficulty finding Anthony. Like, why is it so hard to find Anthony? Why can't there, you know, cell phone records or IP stuff? Or so my mom had that frustration, and so I think her mind starts to wander towards like conspiracy type things, right? Of like, oh, maybe it's the husband, or maybe it's.
See, they already know. Yep, they already know.
I don't know. I don't see it there just because. I don't know. Dan just seems so incapable of doing something like that to me. Why?
Man, you got Discord? Yeah, exclamation point Discord. Did he have a backup phone? That's what we gotta figure out right there. We gotta figure out about the backup phone. But I'm not gonna lie, don't ever rule nobody out of any equation. Don't ever rule nobody out the equation. The person that you think is the most incapable of doing something is the most capable. I'm sorry to tell you. Like, especially when they're like close but not that close. Like, maybe it's, I don't know, I'm not gonna say, because anybody could be capable of stuff, but in this situation, this is his brother-in-law. He's capable. I don't give no fuck. Like, he's capable, bro. He's capable for fucking sure. Like,
You see that? Just I don't know. I talked
from
to
watching
him,
videos like
him
this,
and I
yes,
just
yeah,
hung
you
out
can't
and
rule
talked for
nobody
2
out.
hours, and he was like very concerned
Everybody's a
about
suspect.
his family together and talking about being vigilant but not paranoid.
Okay, bet.
Even though Crystal's brother Lars sounds skeptical of his mother's suspicions, she isn't exactly wrong, as, on the surface, it makes no sense that Anthony couldn't be tracked down for months. Lars would also go on.
Anthony probably in jail.
Crystal and Daniel saw their marriage.
He probably out the
very
country
differently.
somewhere.
Crystal wanted out, Daniel didn't, and the family seemed to view their relationship as
There it go. There it go. There it go. There it go. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
functional but not violent. But listening to these statements, one thing becomes very clear. Every family member felt that something about the stalker was off. There was a shared intuition they couldn't quite articulate. And when detectives sit down with Crystal's mother, she makes that suspicion very clear.
I know you said, and I kind of learned on seeing that she was married, had 3 children.
Her life was hell. We slept months and last year. Her husband and her were not in good terms. He was in complete denial. She'd tell me how he was.
Did she ever give you insight on what kind of led her to feel like her marriage was over, or?
That is explosive. But I've never seen him, hurt her. He would hurt the kids, but, some people think the corporal punishment is to pay the kids. But he would hurt the kids. She was worried about that. I don't want to say it's a deal. But she told me he was in denial, but she told him his marriage was over, but she would stay until graduated. I have this, just a gut I can't shake with him.
What's that feeling telling you?
I can't shake this question. Is he the one that's been doing this with Anthony?
And the mother literally solves the case by herself. And that's the overthinker in her. And you know, that's why us overthinkers, that's why we always like, you know, we're always on top of everything. Because no matter what, we don't already had the thought. We've already had the thought in the back of our minds. He will hurt anyone. Talk about bro. If somebody says describe this person in one word and the word is explosive, oh brother, lock him up.
Needless to say, hinting that Daniel might somehow be involved with the stalker is an alarming accusation, and it makes things even more complicated for the detectives. At this point, the family itself is split. Crystal's brother Lars completely dismisses the idea that Daniel could be involved, calling it nothing more than a conspiracy. But others felt that there was something off about Anthony and the entire stalking agenda. With all statements collected, detectives wrap the family interviews and regroup to make sense.
That's usually how it be. The women is a little bit more intellectual, and the men just be like, "Hey, take it for what it is. Take it with a grain of salt." Like, like what?
Of everything they've gathered. By combining everything they've learned, detectives land on a clearer picture of where the investigation now stands. The family interviews raised enough concern, and there was enough tension in the marriage that detectives decide they can't rule out Daniel yet, and he officially becomes a potential suspect. But even with Daniel now on the radar, Anthony remains as the obvious prime suspect in Crystal's homicide. His threats and weeks-long stalking campaign still place him at the center of the investigation, with...
Bro, you know how mad... Oh my god. Do you know how mad I would be? I've been minding my business for 20 years. And I get the police knocking at my door talking about I've been stalking my ex. And the whole time it's his wife. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, bro.
That in mind, detectives know their next move. It's time to find Anthony. At around 3 p.m. that afternoon, police finally get their first real break in months. After digging through everything they have on Anthony Holland, investigators land on a possible address in Utah. Because they can't reach him themselves, Broomfield detectives coordinate with Utah County Sheriff's Office, sharing his name, photo, and the address where he's believed to be staying. Up until now, Anthony has only existed as a name in emails and threats, a distant figure who no one has actually seen. So when officers finally get a hit on his location, it becomes the first real chance to confront the man they've been hunting for months.
I'm going to ask you a couple of names to see if you recognize any names.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of the name Crystal Krug? She may have been Grimsrod when you knew her.
Yeah.
And do you know a Daniel Krug?
No.
No? How do you know Crystal?
She was an ex-girlfriend.
She's an ex-girlfriend? How long's the ex? Like how long ago?
1999.
Oh, so like a long while ago.
She was my very first girlfriend ever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When was the last time you talked to Crystal? Has it been a minute?
It's been a minute, yeah.
Like since you moved from Durango?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would have been what, back in 2014?
Yeah.
Have you had any contact with anybody in that area since? Anybody, or have they contacted you at any time?
No.
I'm going to give you a phone number, and it's to a sergeant with the Broomfield Police Department.
Okay.
He would like you to reach out and talk to him.
All right.
They have an incident. I don't know the full details of their incident out there.
Oh, this around Christmas time?
Aspect.
Was it? I thought they said this was like February. I was about to... Nigga, this was in October. Christmas ain't even come yet. And then something happened to... This was... Okay, this was like November. This is like November or something like that. Okay, maybe... Okay.
Come out here to your house.
Maybe it is around Christmas time.
And talk with you.
We gotta... Okay, I'm just saying.
They were...
You know, maybe it is around Christmas time.
You have an active warrant out of Broomfield Police Department. and they were debating on if they were going to have us arrest you or not. They are not going to have us arrest you on it. I'm going to advise you of the fact that you do have a warrant out of Colorado, and you can talk to this sergeant about the details of it, if that makes sense.
As officers speak with Anthony, he appears intoxicated and confused. After being briefed on...
Niggas, I'm in my house. I'm in my house, minding my business. I'm drinking on my beer. And your ass coming talking to me about Crystal Krug. And I ain't talked to that bitch in 10 years. Like, bro.
The situation, he gives his timeline, insisting he never left Utah and spent the morning with family nowhere near Colorado. Once they collect Anthony's statement, Utah officers leave to begin verifying every part of his story. In the meantime, detectives back in Colorado regroup to reassess the investigation. With Anthony still denying involvement, Detective Martinez turns back to the one angle he hasn't fully explored yet: Crystal's husband, Daniel. Since he never ruled out jealousy or affairs as a possible motive, he decides to dig deeper into Daniel's past.
Bro, he's so
and
chopped,
that's when he
bro.
stumbles
Oh my
onto
God.
something interesting and very unsettling. While searching old reports, Martinez finds a closed but unresolved stalking complaint from years earlier. The victim who filed it is a woman named Carrie, and as it turns out, she was Daniel's ex-girlfriend. The more Martinez reviews, the more disturbing the pattern becomes. The report claims she was stalked for weeks by an obsessed man who impersonated multiple people, manipulating her through fake identities. Detectives quickly locate Carrie and bring her in for an interview. When they sit down with her, they uncover a story so disturbingly similar to Crystal's, it opens up an entirely new theory.
I think it was, like I said, a couple months I broke up with him a couple months into my freshman year. He, he was pretty emotional, I would say. Sort of desperation would maybe be a word I would use to describe after the breakup of, please don't do this, kind of, crying, that sort of thing, that I can recall. And then I started to get messages from his roommate, and that person's name is Tom, on AOL Instant Messenger. And I know Tom is real because they were roommates. If I called him, Tom would sometimes pick up the phone. They had a joint room and a joint phone. Tom, his role, I would say, was sort of to gain sympathy from me for Dan and continue to encourage me to communicate with Dan. There was perhaps some indication that he was, or was, because of the breakup, just really not doing well. So this, made me keep communication up with Dan. And Tom ended up being Dan, right? So all these people I'm going to tell you about end up being Dan Krug, not Tom. Yeah, even though Tom is a real person, he was not sending me these messages.
Suffice it to say, what Carrie tells detectives sounds all too familiar. Everything she describes echoes this...
How do you decide to kill your wife in the same way that you... I'm assuming he was about to kill the ex-girlfriend too, like, at this point.
Same pattern detectives have been seeing with Crystal, but the parallels don't stop there.
Things I remember is a group of my friends from our dorm had met, I don't even know how, some cadets from the Air Force Academy.
Sure. Nigga had an itch. He like, ooh, I know exactly how to get it. I know exactly how to get her
It was
going.
like a group of us. I must have told Dan about that, and I think it was 2 or 3 days later, I got a message from someone named Nick Clark. And Nick basically said, I'm a cadet at the Air Force Academy. I know you went out with these people, and I want you to know that he came back, or these people came back and said that you slept with him. So now there's this rumor going around the whole academy that you're an easy target kind of thing. And Nick, I think, served the purpose of sabotaging anyone I was meeting if they were associated with the Air Force Academy. Of course, the person that I met and went to the movies with was like, I want nothing to do with you, you weirdo. And so, shortly, I don't know, a while after that, I started actually...
So I know full background check on niggas before you date them at this point. No, literally. Look
then,
them
of course,
up.
like Clark made a reappearance, and I was getting
Everything. Look them up. Charges. Everything.
Said, you know, we need to find out.
I need your full name, number, address before anything.
Office of Special Investigations at the Air Force Academy. I sat with them, and they kind of laid the emails out on the table, and they said, we've had like a forensic psychologist, sort of professional.
My nose about to start running again.
And it's Dan, is what they said.
Carrie would go on to explain that despite their suspicions, there was never enough evidence tying Daniel back to the messages she received then. Everything had been sent from a public library.
I just started freaking out. I accidentally closed the stream.
Accusations remained just that. Suspicions. But
check
even
core
without
DMs.
proof,
Okay.
the similarities between the two women's experiences are impossible to ignore. And for the first time, detectives begin considering a fourth possibility they never imagined. What if Daniel has been playing everyone? What if he's been impersonating Anthony? What if he's always been the architect behind the entire stalking campaign? Detective Martinez receives the intel from Carrie's interview, and with that, Daniel officially becomes an equal prime suspect alongside Anthony. At this point...
Bro, but I don't even think Anthony should even be a suspect no more at this point. Bro, all it takes is consult with a couple people and some cameras. Prove that he was in Utah. He should have already been ruled out. Dan should be the only suspect right now.
Thing that can give them a definitive answer is the digital evidence. So while they wait for that, Martinez receives something he can work with immediately. The full set of surveillance footage collected from the neighborhood and Daniel's workplace. This case has hours of surveillance, body cam, and interrogation footage we can't fully include here. If you want the extended cut of this video, plus the full raw interrogation and body cam videos, we've uploaded everything on our Patreon. With that,
I don't want to see that woman's lifeless body, bro.
Pool of evidence finally in their hands, investigators sit down and begin reconstructing the full picture of what happened before Crystal was killed. Shortly before 8 a.m., Crystal arrives home after dropping off the kids.
Okay, so she drops them off. She comes back at 8. Yeah, I don't want to see her lifeless body. I'm cool.
She pulls into the garage, closes the door, and everything looks normal. Minutes later, at 8:15
the cameras
a.m.,
go off.
The entire security system goes offline.
Besides the one
Every
camera
except the outside garage camera is taken down for the next 2 hours. At 8:25 a.m., that lone camera records something deeply concerning. Daniel leaves the house to go to work later than he normally does, and shortly after the time medical examiners believe Crystal was killed.
Okay, so he killed her before he left.
From there, workplace footage shows Daniel moving through the building around 9 a.m., greeting co-workers and appearing completely normal, as if nothing had happened at home. And when investigators check footage from surrounding houses, they find no one approaching the property all morning. Everything about the timeline makes Daniel look more suspicious by the minute. With all these new developments...
So I was right. I was right, Heaven. This stupid fat motherfucker was in the door, stuck that piece of tape on the goddamn camera, waited till she came back from dropping these damn kids off. I was right about the piece of tape is what I mean. That was the part. But I was also right that he never left. He never left. I said that too. Yeah, he never left.
Detectives bring Daniel back in for another interview. He walks in expecting routine procedural follow-ups, completely unaware of how much has changed since the last time he sat in this room. This is when Daniel's months-long, carefully crafted plan begins to crumble. This time, Detective Martinez walks in with a completely different energy than before. He's no longer feeling Daniel out. He's here with one clear objective: confront him with what's been uncovered
and get him to confess.
Finally breaks.
How you feeling right now? Just kind of about everything.
No.
Everything hurts.
I feel like I have two different voices going through my head right now. I have my brother Matthew. Yeah, I've mentioned him. He's the sheriff's lieutenant. And I have his voice saying, talk to the police. And in typical cop fashion, you married a prosecutor. So I have Lynn's
Why he got
going,
get
a fucking lawyer.
such gay mannerisms?
I just want this to be done. I don't want.
Well, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be done, but you're not going home.
Right away, Daniel doesn't open the interview casually. He opens it with a calculated trick. By hinting at getting a lawyer, he's warning detectives, push too hard, and this interview is over. It's clever, but Martinez has a counterplan. Instead of confronting him, he'll pivot the conversation to his relationship with Crystal, making it feel like safer ground to get Daniel comfortable and talking.
Why you
But
say
if
that?
Daniel had any motive to take
Bro,
Crystal
y'all don't
out of
watch
the picture,
nothing.
this
Y'all just
is where
be
it
wanting
would
me to explain this shit 15 times.
Trying to work together and be safe. Keep your family
Instead of just watching the video that's been on this whole time.
You still both have the common goal of keeping.
Well, not you, but
Right?
I had her as a
I've been paying attention.
partner to protect the family,
No, you've been locked in.
but it didn't feel like a partner who valued me.
No, you didn't value her.
And I told her at that point, I didn't want to die for someone who didn't care about me anymore.
That's really hard.
I was hurting when I said that. And what I wanted was her to say she cared about me. She didn't.
Although Daniel is being honest about what was going on in their marriage, to detectives, moments like this only add to their suspicions. Resentment, rejection, a failing marriage, these are all things that, in the wrong circumstances, can turn into a motive. And this is exactly where the interview takes a sharp turn. What Daniel doesn't know yet is that since his last interview, detectives received something they kept secret for this exact moment. One of the tech companies finally responded to their urgent warrants and provided some of the digital data they needed. And as it turns out, the emails the stalker had been sending, the messages that terrorized Crystal for weeks, were coming from somewhere much closer to home.
One of the things that we really
Old nigga don't know nothing about IP address.
in effort to find Anthony is the Gmail. So some of that information that we've been able to receive today is a little bit concerning, I guess.
The Gmail account, the Kickman account that you guys initially received with the photo of you in it, and the phone number, those originated through their IP addresses at your office.
Doesn't make any sense. Well, he took the photo of me at my office.
That's not what he said.
Accounts originated from IP addresses that list back to you.
Do you not know what an IP address is?
There are Wi-Fi access.
That's not what he said. That's not what he said.
For employees, and there's public Wi-Fi access throughout the entire facility.
Right now, we're working with the director to get all of the IP information to see what devices were using that specific address during that time. Because I guess the biggest concern is just the timing of everything, that it just doesn't quite make sense to have somebody create an account, take a photo, and then immediately send it off, and then the account is no longer being used.
None of this makes any sense.
Daniel looks thrown off.
Yeah, you didn't know what IP addresses were, buddy. Pack it up.
Emails tied to the stalker connect back to Daniel's workplace, a detail he clearly didn't expect detectives to know. He seems nervous, but still cooperative.
But I'm telling you, the
detectives
music is
decide
frying
it's
me.
time to push further, because they have something else they withheld from Daniel until now. During the investigation into Anthony's alibi, officers in Utah forwarded something small but important. A time-stamped shopping receipt placing Anthony in Utah that morning, miles away.
Oh, you're dumb as fuck. You're dumb as fuck, bro. Like, and honestly, there's nothing he could have did to like get away with this crime besides maybe like not killing his wife. I don't fucking know. You're dumb as fuck. Like, when you on the surface of it, flawless. It wasn't flawless, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't come up with another word, but when you're on the surface of it, flawless. When you get down to the root of the nitty gritty, you're cooked. You're done. You're only fooling the average slow person.
From Colorado at the time.
So what
Crystal
are we
was
watching?
killed. Martinez and his
True
partner
crime.
decide it's the perfect time to see how Daniel reacts when they push him directly and force him to confront the possibility that he might be the stalker.
Also, let's add on top of that the fact that there's, as far as we know right now, there's no physical way that Kickman could have been involved in this based on where he's at right now. So, you know, the mystery continues, and
I'd ask the husband. Things are certainly pointing in one direction right now.
well, and you've given us reason. Here's the other thing, Daniel, is I sympathize with the fact that you're in an extremely frustrating situation. I know you want to be a part of your kids' lives, but you can also sense that's why we're asking all these questions about infidelity and everything else. Is there some other mystery man that we don't know about?
I have been faithful. Period. You know.
She said mystery man, not mystery woman. So do you like men? Anthony? I mean, not Anthony. It's not Anthony. What your name is? Dan. Do you like men, Dan? Like, like, what you mean? This dude offed his wife or something? He did indeed off his wife. He did off his wife.
Anthony has reached out to her in the past, number of times. She's very open. Right. The last time was 2016-ish. He had asked her at one point if she wanted to have sex. If there's any bit of question about infidelity, whether it's with Anthony or anybody else, we might create an account to see if Christine's actually interested in Anthony. So we ask her to push the bounds a little bit and see if that will confirm our suspicions of infidelity. You don't get the response and the openness you once did for about 28 days, from October 2nd to October 31st. So you amp it up a little bit. Send a photo of yourself to her and an account you created.
I get the narrative together, but it alleges that I would do this to my children.
But I think ultimately what happened today would bring you the closest to your children that you've probably ever been in your mind.
I'm very close to my children.
You're afraid to lose time with them if you get the divorce.
Clearly, detectives managed to perfectly articulate Daniel's reality, one he may not have even fully admitted to himself. He is a man so terrified of losing his children, so desperate to stay in control of his family, that he would do anything if he felt it slipping away, even if it meant murder. The detective's brutal honesty leaves Daniel speechless.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. He could have just, like, stalked her, acted like he was stalking her, and she was still relying on you, bro. She was counting on you to protect her. That would have brought you closer to your wife. Why you have to kill her? Like, by any means, I'm not promoting him stalking her, but like, it seemed like that was bringing you more closer to her and your family than just killing her. Now you going to jail, and you have no wife, and you're not gonna be with your kids. What did you think was gonna happen, dummy?
He doesn't argue or deny it. He just sits there in quiet resignation, wearing the look of someone who's realizing everyone can see straight through his lies.
If you were watching these facts unfold in front of you in a movie, what would you say happened?
He looked more annoyed than upset
That was able to
because he know he caught.
That was able to use your IP address from your work to create accounts, to send messages and photos, to act as a stalking suspect.
I don't know, I'm not the one who does this.
I'm analytical at work, and
Nigga, we have a police record of you doing this before to another woman. Talking about I'm not one who does this. Bring up the other girl, bro. Bring up the other girl. What's her name? Bring her back up, bro. Ask him, do he know anything about her? Actually, slap the police report on the table. I don't have time for him no more. Should have heard her fake. Oh yeah, that fake cry was atrocious.
read.
They should have knew he was guilty of that. Cassie? Callie. I think. Carrie. It was Carrie. It was Carrie. He was fake crying. Man, let me see. Where that shit at? It's like somewhere right here.
We don't tell.
Yeah, Canada, the baby sick, bro. Fuck Canada. I didn't protect her.
As this
Show
tragedy
ass up.
unfolds, Crystal's mother embraces Daniel.
This is not even
trying
the worst
to
of
comfort
it.
him, having no idea the man she's holding is the one whom every tear and shame officers have no reason.
Like, shut the fuck up, bro. You sound like a seal. That fake ass cry. That's why he trying to cry into the grass, because he wasn't really crying. Stupid ass thought he was slick. Look at him. He not even, no tears coming out. That paper towel dry. Stiff. Get the fuck out of here. They gave him his phone with proof the cameras got cut. Literally.
Crime drama. I don't know what any of this is.
Kickman is 6.5 hour drive. And then in fact he was contacted in his house severely intoxicated. There's no way he could have made that drive.
All this time you've been looking for him as a protection order. And you just found him today, like that.
Bro, why are y'all getting so many ads? Y'all just got ads. Oh my god. Y'all just got ads, bro. I ain't gonna lie, Heaven, like, you might need to get that blocker. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, he's stupid as fuck. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. That's the other thing. He literally gave the detectives his phone to show them the cameras. And they were like, oh, who can turn the cameras off? This man gonna say, oh, only me and my wife. Do you know the camera's been cut from 8:15 to 10:15? Stupid ass nigga. She's dead. So you the only one that could have did it, dumbass. They should have arrested him off that. Fucking idiot, bro. It's a fucking imbecile. They talking about Colorado's smartest killer. This man is not smart by far. This man is actually retarded. He's slow as fuck. Mind you, this happened. He killed her in October. No, he killed her in November. Nigga, he got caught like the same month. Or like the month after. He's not smart by far. What did you talk about? Colorado niggas might be slow. What? Between when he made the first call about somebody breaking into their house in September and now, September, October, November, December. 3 months. You couldn't even get away for 3 months. You're not smart. Colorado's smartest killer. Fuck out of here. Rename this video, bro.
Chasing the wrong dog.
It sounds like you're accused.
We have a lot of information that points your direction, and we were hoping that you could provide explanation other than it wasn't me.
I don't have a narrative.
Yes, you do.
I can offer you because I thought we were on the same side.
Well, what would you think, or what would you say if we told you that other people you talked to that are close to your wife expressed that she had maybe told them that she suspected you of having...
She said that right to my face, that she wanted to know if it was me. And I told her no.
Well, you
I
lied
think
to your
there's more
wife.
to the story. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't. It's not adding up. I'd like.
Now
to
that
know
I'm
what
watching
happens
it,
this
I don't
morning.
think he
I'd like to
outsmarted
know,
them. They just suck at their job. No, for real. But can we give them a little bit of props though, because they solved this. She did die. They could have saved her life, which we gonna blame Martinez for that. But they solved the crime in a sufficient. Like, I feel like that was a sufficient amount of time. No, like she died in like what, October, November. So this is probably November, December. So they solved this in a good amount of time. They didn't let him get away for fucking 2 years. Like the bro, RIP to the one that one boy where it took them 860 days or some shit to find his body. And they didn't know it was a bullet hole in the barn the whole time. Like, are y'all dumb as fuck? Like, are y'all police or, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But at least they solved this in a shorter time period than them other fucking people, them dumbass people, bro. Exactly, and sometimes they don't even solve the shit.
Hurt your wife.
Let's get KG.
Well, I want to know what happened.
We haven't been
Nigga, you know what happened to her. We asking you what happened to her, stupid ass.
there to know.
Shit, if they would have got me on the case, I would have solved that shit in 5 seconds, bro. Come on.
There's only one person in this room that can tell us.
I think you got confirmation or found out that she had a boyfriend this morning, or something happened that pissed you off, and you did something that you regret now because you can't go back.
I've answered all your questions that I can. You have your theory. Please find the right one. We're done.
As calm as he's been this entire interview, Daniel finally decides he's had enough and drops the act. His story has crumbled. Detectives see straight through his lies, and he knows it. With nothing left to cling to, Daniel quietly asks for an attorney, and the interview comes to an end. Even though he continues insisting he's innocent, there's one detail Daniel admits on his own. One no one even knew about until now. Crystal herself confronted him about being the stalker. Hearing that from Daniel's own mouth...
Bro, because Crystal wasn't dumb, bro. The only thing Crystal could have, like, did was get out that fucking house. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you already have your suspicions, bro, I wouldn't be living there. I wouldn't be living there. Can I get a quick recap? Y'all, Heaven, you see what I'm saying? This shit fries me, bro. This shit fries me. But yes, bro, that's the only thing that she could have did was get out that fucking house. If you already got your suspicions, that's where you should have been, bro. You should have got out the house.
Hard, because to him, that sounds like the kind of confrontation that could have put...
Did he finally crack? Reword this shit, bro. Reword this shit. Reword it. Now, what you mean, did he finally crack? What are we talking about?
Everything over the edge, but without hard proof,
right, just know
detectives
the husband,
can't yet say Daniel
yeah,
is truly responsible. So with the interview over, Daniel is processed for physical evidence and escorted out of the police station. But before he leaves, he turns back and tells detectives one final
that wrinkly ass shirt, boy.
thing.
I won't lose time to do this. Because I know.
Shit. He did both, CJ. He stalked and fried her shit. Damn, his hairline is fried. Look at the little piece in the front. He need to let this go. I'm not gonna lie. He need to let this little shit go.
You don't believe that? Fine. Just don't stop looking elsewhere. Okay?
Why he talking like he trying to talk all sweet and seductive? Hey. He nigga trying to sound like Michael Jackson. Hey, don't stop looking elsewhere, okay? It's not me. Just make sure that you are looking everywhere else. I don't know who did this, but it was like, bro, get your ass on.
Find
Nigga, we found him. We looking at his ass. Fuck out of here.
you married? With kids? Divorced? Right behind you. I don't care if you care.
Right behind you. Nigga, you're a widow because you killed your wife. Fuck out of here.
Last motherfucker to pay. He took my children's.
He? How we know it was a dude?
Mother.
Stupid ass.
Over
Nigga said all this and it was him.
next 2 days, the case
2 days. All it took was 2 days.
becomes the department's top priority. Every available officer is working on it, and this is when the
telling on
investigation
yourself.
finally begins to...
Bro, I don't understand. Pause 40 times in 20 seconds. Mind you, you're the same one that was just asking me for a recap. The same one. Nah, Colorado killers be fucking dumb because ain't no way they're labeling this man the smartest killer and he got caught within 4 months. You're dumb as fuck. You didn't even get away for that long, stupid ass. The whole time you could have been giving me a recap. No, the whole time we're sitting here trying to still finish the fucking video. So shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. And that's why I stole Trey emote. That's why you can use that emote, because I stole Trey emote. Yep. So y'all better be glad that I stole that little shit, because y'all wouldn't be able to use it.
break wide open. Officers in Utah finally finish verifying Anthony's
Yo, what's good, Brandon?
They find surveillance footage showing him in Utah at the time of Crystal's murder. And there are no travel records or license plate pings placing him anywhere near Colorado.
Thank
Then,
God.
the last of the digital evidence arrives, and this time, it's overwhelming. The burner phones used to send the threatening messages to Crystal
Here we go.
purchased with a Visa gift card registered under Daniel Krug's name.
I feel like the tendernism nigga that told your stupid ass $120. Oh, brother, you fucking dumb as shit. Dumb as fuck. You bought the shit with your credit, with your MasterCard, huh? Stupid ass nigga. Go to jail. Bye.
And cell tower records show those burner phones were always in the same location as Daniel's personal phone, meaning he was carrying both devices at the same time. And then
at the same damn time. At the same damn time. Stupid ass nigga, bro. Go to jail.
comes the final blow. Detectives uncovered Daniel's Google searches from the night before the murder. How hard would you have to hit someone in the head to make them unconscious?
God, this man is dumb as fuck, bro. I'm telling y'all, like, on the surface. But with these people, why would you Google this shit, bro? Like, why would you Google the shit? Why would you Google this shit, bro?
When is a head injury a cause for concern? Piece by piece, the picture comes together. There's no Anthony, there's no mysterious stalker. It's always been just Daniel. Detectives now understand exactly what happened. Daniel created the entire stalking persona in a twisted attempt to regain control of his failing marriage. And when Crystal began to suspect the truth, Daniel killed her to cover it up. On December 16th, an arrest warrant is issued for Daniel Krug.
September, October, November, December. It took 4 months between the first call that you made. You killed this lady in November and you got caught a month later. You're not the smartest killer. You're actually a dumbass.
Officers are dispatched immediately, finding him on his way to his daughter's dance performance. As patrol units close in, Daniel's movements strike them as suspicious. He appears to be heading back towards his car, and officers believe he may be trying to get away.
This is a detective. Go.
Run his ass over.
Alright, we're coming up in front. Just get up and bump back.
They lost their mom and their dad. That is so sad.
Go. Just go. Go.
Just run him over.
Show us your hands! Show us your hands! Hands on your face! Hands on your face!
Pull his ass out that vehicle and slam him on the concrete.
Under up.
Daniel Krug is taken into custody without incident. In the weeks that follow, police finish their work. The digital forensic evidence, the surveillance timeline, the phone data, all of it leads back to the same person. Investigators become certain that Daniel Krug acted alone. He created a fake stalker, framed an ex-boyfriend, manipulated his wife, his children, and law enforcement. Before the case reaches trial, Daniel formally pleads not guilty. In April of 2025, his case moves into the courtroom. The story prosecutors present is devastatingly clear.
This was about Dan losing control. He was not in love with Christelle, and that resentment had turned to rage by the time we get to December 14th. Think about what he did to her. You don't do that to somebody you love. Think about the absolute nightmare and hell that he made the last few months of her life.
On the other hand, Daniel's defense argues that there was no physical evidence placing him at the crime scene.
No physical evidence placing you at the crime scene. The person that you said did it was not even in the state. We have evidence of you buying the phones, the same phones that were used to stalk, send text messages to your wife. We have IP addresses that are linking the email that you use to stalk your wife back to your workplace. You left work an hour early, and they said that it turns out that your ass was at the fucking crime scene because your wife died at the same time that you left the crib. The cameras were off. You and your wife are the only two people that could turn the cameras off. Your kids is at school. Fuck is you talking about? That's all the physical evidence we need.
And that he could not have
for
been
2 hours.
We know the physical evidence. And there is an enormous disconnect between that and the circumstantial picture the prosecution wants you to believe. Mr. Krug did not kill his wife. He did not.
Who is this man? I know he's just doing his job, but he's not convincing at all. And if I was Daniel, I ain't gonna lie, I would want a full refund. He don't even believe the shit. His brother, he said his brother is a police officer. He said a sergeant, lieutenant, something like that.
Commit these crimes.
After both sides make their case, the jury deliberates for nearly 2 days. And on April 17th, 2025, they return with their verdict.
We, the jury,
Guilty.
find the defendant guilty of murder in the first
Thank
degree.
you.
Daniel
Stupid
is
ass.
found guilty of first-degree murder, stalking, and criminal impersonation. He is sentenced to life in prison without the possibility.
No, this happened in it happened in 2023. Between the September to December of 2023. But he was in jail. Oh, excuse me. And yeah. Thank you. No parole. He's spending the rest of his life in that motherfucker. Thank God. Thank the fucking heavens. Thank you.
Ability of parole.
He's stupid as shit. Officer that thought to climb his car and check the garage, kick that door in his... Oh, God. Oh, my gosh. Because most officers, they would have knocked on the door. Oh, she not answering. She must be asleep. And they would have just went home. She would have been in there dead. He sent her mother to go and find her daughter lifeless, brutalized body with a monster. This is extra disturbing because of the terror he induced for months. Who does that instead of just getting a divorce? Finding your own daughter's lifeless body is something no mother should ever have to see. Smartest killer didn't know how IP addresses worked. All that planning, yet he forgot to take some acting classes. Dude was a genius. Built an elaborate story about a stalker, but never actually checked if that person would have an airtight alibi in a completely different state. Use his own cars to buy the burner phone. Yo, this nigga's dumb, bro. That nigga is fucking stupid. What's good, Reaper? Oh my God, that nigga's stupid.